Hi, welcome to today's tip. This tip is one of our guest tips, and we've got along Gary Ennis from NS Design to give us this tip today. So, hi Gary, how are you?
I'm very well, Brian. How are you? You're looking well. 10 years for Aillum. My goodness, how did that happen? You're far too fresh-faced. It's ridiculous.
Love the compliments. Yeah, I know, 10 years. I feel as if I'm aging. My hair was a lot further forward when I started the business 10 years ago.
You didn't have that beard either when you started, or that might just be a lockdown scenario. I don't know.
And a bit disappointed at never having had a beard. It's already grey.
well, welcome to my world, sir.
Yeah, so fun time. So as you know, we're doing a tip a day for every day in July, the 31 days in July. And rather than people having to stare at my face every single day, we thought we'd bring along some experts that know more about some topics than what we do. So we've invited you along to give us some tips on social media, and you've very kindly agreed to give us some of your time, which is great. So for those that don't know, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about you, who you are, what you do?
I will indeed. I'll make it very brief though. It's about you, not me. I run a company called NS Design. We've been going now, dare I say, for over 20 years. So you've got a wee bit of catching up to do, Brian. But typically, the gist of what we do is we deliver digital training and consultancy to businesses looking to get better at all things digital, specifically around the topic of social media, in terms of getting a better business benefit out of Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all the rest of them. We deliver this usually via training sessions. We partner with the likes of yourself to deliver a lot of these types of things. We do Business Gateway, Digital Boost, as well as all our own clients over the years as well. So that's really the gist of what we do. What I thought that I would give you from a tip for your collection of wonderful digital tips, Brian, is to almost kind of cross over into the world of analytics a little bit and social media, because I know that you guys focus on analytics a lot at Aillum. So I thought I would do something a little bit around the data. I know that, we're both big data geeks. Not everyone's into their data. Some people find that a little bit dull and dry and black and white and numbers, but it's so important that I thought I would do something around data, and specifically around how data and Twitter work together. Does that sound okay? Should we crack on with that?
Yeah, sounds absolutely fine to me. Yeah, so crack on and let's see what you have to say about it then. Good stuff.
Okay, right. Well, let me share my screen. So what we're looking at now, as you and others will recognise, is a Twitter account. We're looking at the NS Design Twitter account, which has got my lovely mugshot on it. It's also got a wee advert for our book coming out soon. I thought I'd just get a wee quick plug in there. What Twitter is, I love Twitter. Twitter has fallen out of grace a wee bit over the last few years. It's not quite as seen as sexy as it used to be. Facebook continued to rocket in terms of numbers, and Twitter kind of flatlined a little bit. But what Twitter has is a very passionate user base. It's still got roughly an eighth of the numbers of Facebook, so still a big number of people on there who use it on a regular basis for great business purpose. One of the things though that Twitter doesn't have, in my opinion, is very good data and analytics and insight coming out of the other end from it. So one of the tools we're always advising our clients to look at and to play with is a tool called Followerwonk. Now, don't shoot the messengers here. I did come up with that silly name, okay? Followerwonk. But wonderful tool, followerwonk.com, free tool. All you need to do is create yourself a free login, and typically all you do is authenticate your Twitter account with it. And what it then allows you to do is do some great stuff with regard to data within Twitter. So the easiest way to quickly demonstrate it is to give you a quick demo. And what I thought I would do, Brian, I thought I would kind of use you as an example. So let me quickly go and get your Twitter username here. I know you weren't expecting this, so apologies in advance. Hopefully it's only good data that appears and nothing bad. If I go and go to the Analyze tab of Followerwonk, paste in your personal Twitter, Tate BW. Again, everyone should follow Brian, comes up with some great chat. And if I click on analyze the people who are following you. Now, keep in mind, this is me doing this to you, which means anybody using Followerwonk can get data from any other account because it's all public data. So you can look at your competitors, you can look at your collaborators, you can look at people you aspire to. So if I quickly do a quick analysis on Brian's followers, then what Followerwonk does is it quickly crunches the numbers. And again, depending on the numbers that you've got, that might take a little bit longer or shorter, depending. There we go. We can see Brian here with his number of followers. If I scroll down a little bit, the first thing Followerwonk gives me is where all of these followers are from. Now, again, that alone is a nice little resource to have, especially if you're looking at a business Twitter account. Where do your customers come from? Again, Twitter doesn't really give you this. You have to use third-party tools to get it. And if I was to zoom in on the UK there, it would show me more specifically where in the UK some of Brian's followers are from. So I love that aspect of it. I also love this in particular. This is showing when Brian's followers are most active on Twitter. Now, this is really important on all social media, but arguably more on Twitter than ever before, because Twitter is very much a chronological platform, in as much as if you tweet at the right time, i.e. when your followers are most active, then you have the best chance of reaching those people. If you tweet at the wrong time, because of the chronological nature of Twitter, then the chances are you're seeing a lot of stuff, but it's not hitting as many people as possible. So getting the right time is critical. Followerwonk gives you this. I can see that Brian's followers are most active at 11 AM in the morning and 1 PM in the afternoon. So if he was to do a couple of tweets, that might be the best time to do some of those tweets. Again, if we start kind of making assumptions, if we go, I'm sure I checked Facebook and Facebook said 9 PM. And that's typically what Facebook might tell you. 9 PM, the best time to do Facebook for maximum visibility. Well, if we're just doing that and replicating it on Twitter, you're going to miss a trick and not quite get the same impact from your tweets. So it gives you that. My favorite part of all, however, and there's loads in Followerwonk you can play with later on when you've had a chance to watch this and go back and get yourself a login. My favorite part of all is to scroll down to where it's called the follower count of this account. So Brian might not know, he might because he's a savvy guy, but trust me, a lot of businesses don't know the value they've got in their followers. So he has 6 followers who themselves have up to 500,000 followers. The point is, if you don't know that, you'll never think of clever ways to get those people retweeting you. He's got 43 followers who themselves have up to 50,000 followers. Again, the data's all there, the insight's all there. So if I go and click on this within Followerwonk, it will tell me who the 6 followers that Brian has that offer real potential, are real influential people. He's got O2, he's got Slack, he's got Heinz Marketing, all of which, if they were to retweet Brian today, could potentially take his message to huge numbers. Again, it gives you food for thought. It gives you an opportunity to think, how could we talk about their subject matter? How could we maybe tag them in? How could we get them interested in my content? And if you get that retweet, my goodness, then that could be some of your best digital marketing today. So that's Followerwonk. There's loads more in here. There's also some great stuff you can do with comparing users. So you can go and do an analysis on one user over another. I won't just go and compare myself with Brian. It would be embarrassing for him. But again, if you're looking at competitors, if you're trying to work out who's got some good followers, if you're trying to work out, you know, who should I be aware of, who would I like to pinch some of their followers for your business benefit, Followerwonk and Twitter go hand in hand, in my opinion. It's a great tool, and I hope it's a worthy tool to share for one of Aillum's top tips as they celebrate their 10th birthday.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Gary. That was brilliant. And just so you know, I hadn't really used Followerwonk too much in the past, but I have in the last day or so, and I did compare us, and it was embarrassing. What I did find is that although we're celebrating being 10, it popped up to say that I've been on Twitter for 10 years as well, which I hadn't realised that I did that at the same time. Yeah. You've been on 11.8 years, so roughly the same time, but you have around 6,000 followers more than what we do.
Brian, it's the quality that counts, not the quantity.
That's it. So thank you very much for that. That was good. Do you know, I'm pretty sure I have used Followerwonk in the past, but nowhere near that detail. And I think it shows that some of these tools, they do update. So if you happen to have used a tool in the past and didn't really like it, go back and check it out again, because I didn't know that half of that stuff was in there. That's incredibly useful information.
They have changed the system a lot over the years. They've been adding to it. Again, they've been giving away more for free, which is great. There is a whole paid side to it. I don't even subscribe to the paid side. Sorry, owners of Followerwonk, but I love what you give me for free. But
what you just demonstrated there, that's all just on the free account?
Exactly. Everything I just showed there was 100% free. I pay them no money. All you need to do is create yourself a free account.
Excellent. Okay, good stuff. Well, yeah, I think that's a great tip to have as part of our series. So everyone go have a play with Followerwonk. And thank you for listening to this tip. And thank you, Gary, for contributing this tip. Good to chat to you.
My pleasure, Brian. And thanks again. And a huge congratulations to the team. 10 years. Well done, sir.
Cheers. Thanks very much. Cheers.